Hi, everyone. I wanted to begin our afternoon stretch today with I want to let you know my lineage, where I come to this practice from. Clearly, this practice is not mine or my own. I live and have studied entirely in the West, in the United States. And my lineage is also very Western. I do have teachers who had um, their first teachers were from India, specifically BKS Iyengar and Patabi Joyce. My teacher, Mati Azrati, um, rest in power, Mati, who passed away last year. And also my teacher, Lisa Walford. I just want to give those first two teachers of mine, I had other teachers prior to them, but they led my first teacher training at Yoga Works back in Santa Monica in 2001. I'm talking about my lineage as a way of honoring the larger lineage of the physical practice of yoga that we all practice. I'm trying lately to be so conscious about decolonizing the practice and not appropriating it, rather having cultural humility and saying that this yoga practice has given me so much, and I am humbled to it. And I also want to share with my people what has helped me heal in my own life through this yoga practice. And I also teach a philosophy course. If that's something that you want to learn from me, I'm thinking in this online format, we can do a philosophy course. And one of the things that I simply want to share is that Hatha yoga, the physical practice that we do, comes to us from the last 2,000 years of history. And it has also a history of colonization. So when we're looking at our format and, warrior poses, the very kind of gymnastic-y power elements, this is a hybrid, some of which we have bastardized in the West, and some of it that came during colonization when there was gymnastics being taught just down the way from Krishnamacharya, who was teaching Hatha yoga. And Krishnamacharya, also the Raja yogi, he studied the sacred texts all the way back to the Vedas. We're talking another 4,000 years back into 1700 BCE, before Common Era, 1700 to 1100 BCE. The Upanishads, the Vedas, those influenced him and studies and his teachings, and also the Yoga Sutras that into about the 4 centuries BCE, when the Yoga Sutras were written down. And that's where the first mention of Hatha yoga is. But they only lend 2 of the 195 Yoga Sutras to the actual physical postures. So why do we practice? We practice to cease the fluctuations of the mind, to help the mind calm down. We don't practice to get yoga butt. I mean, awesome if you get that, are you going to be happier? Ultimately it comes from ceasing the fluctuations of the mind. And then the 3-part yoga of action, Kriya yoga, which is tapas, which is sticking to a practice. Stick with me, a daily yoga practice. I'm committed to teaching at least 1 live stream on YouTube a week. So I will be here. I'm going to get on my mat. I'm not sure when I'm going to get on my mat from day to day, because things, I'm, doing a lot right now to sort of, as we all are, to scramble into life. And the second tenet is self-study, svadhyaya. And I also am not sure if I'm pronouncing that word correctly in Sanskrit. So Sindhu, if you watch this, I love you. And Sindhu is my friend and student and trainee currently with Breathe for Change. And She has been helping me with Sanskrit pronunciation, for which I am so humble and so grateful for. And I use Sanskrit just to connote that this practice is not a Western practice, that it has a larger history. And so I try to use Sanskrit here and there, peppered in with the English, because I think it's important. And apologies and awareness around not always pronouncing it correctly. So, self study. This is the second tenet of the Kriya yoga, which is the yoga of action. Tapas, which is discipline. It's getting on your mat every day. It's anything that causes you to, that is like challenging, but yet you persevere. This is the practice of tapas. And it's persevering and heating. It can be the quality of heating, but it's like intensity, moving through challenges. Here we are under lockdown and not able to do our daily lives, not able to see our friends. That's tapas. Every day that you wake up and that you meet this day with excitement head on, tapas. Svadhyaya, how do you show up every day? Watching yourself, self-study. Are you prone to depression, to not wanting to get on your mat, to are you ungrounded, are you really vata like me, like whoa, I'm really swirly and all over the place sometimes. So I know myself, I know what I need. That's the practice of svadhyaya, self-study. And the third tenet is giving it all up. Not having attachments, that we do this and then we have absolute faith and trust in good orderly direction in the universe, in God, and put your faith based outside of yourself, however you want to define that. We do this practice or any this just be disciplined, showing up every day, showing up for each other, volunteering, seeing who needs help in your community, practicing yoga with me online. And we study ourselves and we watch, how are we day to day? How can we be better? How do we meet ourselves with kindness and compassion? And then giving it all up, surrendering, and just being present to what is. So that's where I'm at today. Is I need to ground. I want to be with you all. And we're going to do like 45-minute afternoon coffee break yoga sesh together. I'm in my fun clothes. I love arm warmers, kind of a flash dancey look today. I've even got leg warmers. Celebrate this time. Be you. Thank you for being here. Let's ground. Close your eyes. Start to deepen your breath. Feel how good it feels just to arrive here inside of your skin. So grateful for the healthy body that I have, for my breath, for our technology that allows us to come together. Feel yourself slowing down and just ask your body, what do you need today? How does your body want to move? And what state of mind, what bhavana would you like to cultivate today on your mat? You can pick one for yourself. I won't give you a bhavana. That's a Sanskrit word for state of mind. What do you need today? Can you practice in a way that cultivates what you need? Open your eyes and extend your legs out in front of you. We're going to start in a seated spinal twist. Bring your right foot in, right hand behind you. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale into a twist. Hug around the front of the shin. Give yourself some space. Relax your shoulders down. Feel that right sit bone. Root it down and slightly move it forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale again, expand your ribs. Exhale, twist. One more time like that. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Second side. Bring your left foot in. Left hand behind you. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, coming into your twist. Relax your shoulders. Feel the spread of your extended leg and open up the bones of your feet. Inhale, grow your spine up tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Come back to seated. This time with your right knee on top of your left. And with that right knee on top, if this is not comfortable with the feet back here, stretch your bottom leg out, sit up on a blanket, a towel, a pillow, whatever you got, help yourself out. If you need to be seated in a chair right now, awesome. Thank you for joining me and grabbing that chair. Take your right hand out, inhale the left arm up, and exhale into side bend. Relax your neck, let your head hang. Now feel the side stretch. Maybe you've been sitting at a computer like I have today. Feel, if you can, create a little more space by breathing into wherever you feel sensation right now. And breathe and practice in a way that honors your bhavana today. And exhale, bring the left hand down to the mat. And we're just going to walk over to the other side, taking a spin around, open up to your left, reaching your right arm up. And continue to deepen your breath as you're feeling. How's your body right now? And then round forward, come into a forward fold. Take a moment here. Walk your hands in, come on up. Change the cross of your legs, bring your left knee on top. Let's go out first to the left. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale into your side bend, relax your neck. Let's sweep around to the front and over to the other side. Feel both of your sit bones rooting into the earth, growing the spine long as you side stretch. Breathe into your left side ribs. And round and fold forward again to whatever degree you can. Take this stretch. You might have a block or a stack of books or pillows. You can always rest your forehead on those things. All right, walk your hands in, coming up. Let's come around to all fours. Pad your knees. Protect your wrists. Move into a little cat stretch. Start to roll out your shoulders, wag your tail. Hmm. From all fours, move your right hand to the center of your mat. You'll spin your right leg out to the side like a kick. Open up to the side and feel the extension and reach up and over. Move any way that feels good to you. This could be a reach straight up, drawing the shoulders down. You could extend and lengthen this way up and over by your ear. And release. Let's change hands. Come on back. Now I'm going to turn my back to you. Left hand to the center. Left leg goes out like a kickstand. Reach up and over. All right, come on back to all fours and into downward facing dog. You can keep your knees down on the mat or keep your knees really super bent if that feels better to you. And if you're wanting a little movement in a full downward dog, bend one knee and then the other. And just let your body move. Let your dog go for a little walk. And really feel your back body extends all the way down to the bottoms of each of your feet. So you can roll forward and back, feeling like those crunchies in my ankles and my toes. You might be able to hear the little snap, crackle, pop. Feels really good to open up the bottoms of each of my feet. Let's add in a little core work. This could be challenging on your wrists, so you can always come onto fists. Engage your lower belly, draw it in to protect your lower back. Inhale the left arm and the right leg up. And exhale, bring the elbow to the knee to the elbow, curl in. Inhale, open up again. Exhale, curl. Inhale. And exhale. Second side, right arm, left leg. Plant your hands again firmly down. Let's bring the right foot forward between the hands and move a little bit forward and back. Whatever range of motion feels really good to you. I like to circle the ankle. And opening up into a twist. Left hand down. Take the right arm up. And then bring the right hand down to the inside of your right foot and heel toe your right foot to the right side of your mat. So my hands are inside. They can be up on blocks or stack some books. And let's just circle. So your right sit bone is going to guide the circle and trace a little circle with your right hip and right sit bone. This should feel really good, especially if you've been sitting, like I said, a lot of us doing a lot of work online. All right, to come out of that, heel toe your foot back to center. Your right hand goes to the outside and then take the leg straight back. Bring your left foot forward and move forward and back. So hands can be up on blocks again, or use books, jars, cans, pillows. Let's take a twist. Inhale, open. And exhale the hand down, heel toe, your foot out to the left, and then take that little circle. It's like your sit bone is just going to stir up a little trouble. Oh, all right. Hand to the outside, heel toe the foot back into center. We're going to step up to the front of the mat now and move through some sun salutations. Like my outfit, hilarious. But I encourage you to wear outfits that you like. Wear clothing like pajama day. I mean, every day is pajama day. But you, like me, could do flash dance day. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Right knee back and down. Inhale, reach up. Hands down. To plank. Lower down. And come into a low cobra. I'm going to move back. Keep moving. You're in low cobra. The hands come forward 10 inches. Here's your low cobra. Exhale back to downward dog. Lunge, right foot forward between the hands. If you need to, knees come down first. Grab the right foot and move it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Step up to the front of the mat. Inhale, ride the breath, come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Lunge, left knee back and down. Inhale. Hands down. Step back to plank. Lower down. Low cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step the left foot forward. Put the right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Stepping up to the front of the mat. Keep the knees bent. Reach back. Clasp your hands behind your back. If this feels good, do it. If this feels better, hold opposite elbows and do this. Or try both. All right, hands down, bend the knees, have a seat, lay on back. All right, knees over the hips, clasp your hands behind your head. Inhale, head and shoulder blades up, press the lower back down, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist to the right, straighten the left leg, pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center, hold the breath, press lower back into the mat, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist to the left, straighten the right leg, pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center, hold the breath, press lower back into the mat, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist to the right, straighten the left leg, pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center, hold the breath, press lower back into the mat, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist left, straighten right. Do 6 more on your own. And feel free to add a thigh traction. You can take, my left leg is stretched out. I'm going to put my left hand on the top of the thigh. I think you can see that pretty well. And traction it out. That feels really good. You could also flex the foot for a slightly different move. Curling tailbone up. Exhale, reaching. Last 2 on each side. Use that full exhale to pull your belly down towards the spine. Maybe you can lift your shoulder blades a little bit higher. And release, hug your knees into your chest. Let's roll a little bit. Roll forward and back. And come on. All right. Let's add in some standing poses. Bend the knees, lower the hips, inhale. Exhale, fold. Fingertips on your shins or on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to plank. Slowly come down. Low cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your right foot forward. Come into warrior two. Forearm on the thigh. Take the other arm up and over by your ear. Now bring your hands down. Put your back knee down and we'll go into a twist. Twisting lunge. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, twist to your right. Left elbow to right thigh, or if you can spread your wings wide or maybe even come into a bind. And release. Ardha Hanumanasana, the half split. Shimmy your front foot forward and fold over a straight front leg. All right, bring the leg back, step back. Vinyasa of your choice. Vinyasa really can be anything that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's a great opportunity to reconnect to your breath. Take a breath in downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Come into warrior two. Inhale. And exhale. Hands down, back knee down, twisting lunge. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, right elbow to left thigh. Ardha Hanumanasana. Shimmy your front foot forward. Fold over straight or straight-ish front leg. And release. Wash that through, vinyasa of your choice. Let's complete by stepping up to the front of the mat. Bend the knees, lower the hips, come into chair pose. Inhale. And exhale, stand. Again, inhale, bend the knees, lower the hips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Svanasana. And exhaling back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Maybe that's Svanasana. I'm not sure. Sindhu, help. Okay. You're going to step your right foot forward between your hands and rise into Warrior One. Shoulders. Left elbow is going to be the top elbow. You can't see my hands, so here's what I'm doing. I'm doing Gomukhasana, which is cow face arms. Can you see that? Cow face. Here you go. I can bind, but you might not be able to, so grab your shirt, drop a strap or a towel. It could be a belt or a tie. Reach back, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Open twisting warrior. So from this shape, keep your feet the same. Just put your left hand way over to the left side of the mat and twist open. So in this warrior shape, the challenge is keeping your hips in that Warrior One position, neutral. Right hip is moving back, left hip moving forward. You've still got the deep bend in the front knee. It is awkward, but it sure does feel good. All right, hand down, step back. Left foot forward. Warrior One with cow face arms. The right elbow is the top elbow this time. So you're binding or grabbing a strap or a towel. Another way to do this for shoulder tightness is here. Just do this, okay? Can't always do this because when you fold forward here, this is too much leverage over your head. But when you're standing, do this if that works. And reach back. Humble warrior. Inhale, lift the chest. Ooh, exhale, fold forward. I got a nice opening across my sternum. Yeah. Relax your neck. Right hand to the right edge of your mat. So you can really see here. Here's what happens in this pose. I keep the bent knee. I have to move this hip back. Oh, and that's a hard move because when you want to just wing the booty out, maintain neutral hips. So your left hip is moving back. You're really pressing to the outer edge of the back foot right back there. And then bringing the right hip forward and twisting open. It's such a great and fascinating pose. Our body's moving in so many different ways. So my back heel is down. To be clear, this is not a lunge. What makes it more dynamic. And that being said, if this doesn't feel good on your body, pick the back heel up. Put the back knee down. Do what you need to do. All right. What do we do on the other side? Oh, that's it. Okay, come down. It's time for a dolphin. This is one of my favorite poses. I incorporate it into a lot of my own, probably every home practice that I do on my own, I do dolphin. I love this pose. It feels so good in my body. So I don't know if you have arm warmers on, it makes it harder to do. Forearms parallel. You can take your hands around your triceps. Relax your neck. Press the earth away. Tuck the toes. Lift your hips up and back. And take a couple breaths here. It's fine to keep the knees down. You can go into one leg up. Some of you might want to go into other variations. You might need to, oh, that was exciting. Okay, let's tuck the shirt in and come back in. Technical difficulties. Okay. All right, finishing up. I said this was going to be 45 minutes. I talked for about 10, so we're at about a 30-minute mark, give or take. Let's continue on. One more set of standing postures. Step your right foot forward. We're going to come into triangle pose. Block instead of putting your hand on your shin. I stay up pretty high in this posture because it helps me really draw the hip back and get length. Anything you want to do with your arm, let it move. My body needs to move today because I've been static. Whew. Coming up. This is Ardha Chandrasana. See how much I hyperextend in my knee? You can really see that. So I got to have them a little micro bend. So I'm pressing into the foot, lifting the kneecap up, lengthening and spreading across my chest and my collarbones. Go. Neck could hang. That looks better and happier. See how my neck was like, oh, so let go. Okay. Oh, and there goes my knee again. So now, left knee is in the air. Bring the left knee into your chest and then take it as straight up as it will go into your vertical split. Whew. All right, coming down, you step on back. Vinyasa of your choice. That could be cat-cow pose. It could be child's pose. All right, left foot forward, triangle pose. Adjust clothing as needed. It's interesting to watch my own alignment. You know, I need to be spotted as well. So we can all take advantage of being able to see ourselves as we're practicing. without getting like lost in it and being judgmental. It's like learn and come up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Watch that hyperextension in your knee. Soft bend in the left knee. Lift the kneecap up and don't over straighten. Turn on the top leg. Find out. Maybe you point through the toes. Maybe that feels good. I like to flex my foot. Let's make a healthy transition to vertical split. Bring your right knee into your chest, the hands down on the floor or on a chair or on the blocks, and then take the leg as straight up as it will go. If this hurts any part of your body, don't do it. Bend one knee, both knees. You can hang out here and make this a balancing pose. Have fun with it. All right, coming on down. Walk your way into a forward fold. All right, from here, you're gonna bend the knees. We're gonna just move a little bit, turn the heels in, the toes out. Skandasana, so we're gonna go side to side. You can do this like I'm doing with my hands up. Takes me a few moments to get in there. Not as strong as I was in my 20s when I used to do this, but still killing it at 51, peeps. All right. Let's do a balancing posture. I like to balance once a day right now because times are so uncertain. We feel so unstable. Let's do eagle. Take your right thigh, wrap it around the left. Put the left elbow on top of the right. You can sit down a little bit more and fold forward. And release. Second side. Woo, just got lightheaded. Oh, all right. That felt really good. Let's have a seat. Extend your legs out. Wide V straddle sit, or any way that feels good to you. You can sit up on a blanket. You can support your knees with blocks. And you don't have to take your legs super far out. As comfortable to you, take a forward fold here. Oh, coming up, let's help the legs together. Lay down on your back. You're gonna hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock a little bit side to side. Spinal twist with the legs wrapped around each other. Take your right thigh, wrap it around like you just did in eagle, and then put your feet down. Shimmy your hips just a few inches to the right. Then pick the feet up. Send your knees, oh my gosh, to the left. Your arms out in a T, and you can shift your gaze if that feels good on the neck. Otherwise, keep your gaze straight up. That's cool. Oh, all right. I'm going to shimmy down so you can see me better. Okay. Knees up, left leg on top, feet down. Shimmy your hips back to center and then a few inches over to the left. Then send the knees right, your gaze left. All right, unwind the legs. Come on back up to center. Happy baby. Rock a little bit side to side. From here, you get to come into shavasana. Take at least a 5 minute asana, even longer if you can. I mean, we're not going anywhere, so be with yourself. Give yourself this. There are so many styles of yoga, hatha yoga. I want to reiterate, hatha yoga is the physical form of yoga. There are so many other forms of yoga. There's reading sacred texts, there's giving back, there's chanting. Those have all different names for specific styles of yoga. And we're practicing hatha yoga here. So many different styles of hatha yoga. The one thing they all agree on is shavasana. So I think it's pretty important, especially right now. Lay back, enjoy 5, 10, 15, 20-minute shavasana. You deserve it. Sending you love from my mat to yours. I'm with you.